Hello Gundam fans, this is Prime92, and today I'll be looking at the 1-144 High Grade GM Sniper 2 from the War in the Pocket miniseries. Now, I really like the colors. It just looks like I think it belongs to like a police precinct or something with the colors. Maybe it's just me. A lot of nice detailing and a lot of thrusters on the actual suit. There are parts that are reused from other GMs, which makes sense. And it does have stickers, but they're a lot of the GMs get these really cheap stickers that are like semi-transparent. The main detail ones you're supposed to put on the two on the collar here, which they don't stay. There's supposed to be one here on the forehead, but I lost that, and some blue on the sides of the head. Other than that, mostly markings. So it's pretty good for detail-wise. Mine is a little loose in the head. It's like got a little bit of a bobblehead. I think it's just the polycap. Or maybe I just don't have the head pushed together tight enough. I don't know. But everything else is pretty solid. Haven't had anything fall apart. Yeah, I really like this GM. I like all GMs. I don't know why. I just really like GMs now. And this guy's no exception. Now, the GM's head, when it's not jiggling, goes up and down, forwards and back, rotates 360. Arms go forwards and back. There's no up and down. It is a ball-jointed shoulder. Goes out that far, rotates below the shoulder, bends at the elbow at one joint, rest rotates, wiggles. The waist goes all the way around. Make sure the beam sabers don't fall off. Skirt armor moves together. You could separate it. Side skirts can move a little. The legs will go forwards and backwards separate from the waist, and go forwards. A little back, pretty far out. Rotate at the hip. Double jointed knee. The foot goes forwards and back. Actually, there's a hinge up here, so I can go forwards and back on that. And then the ball jointed foot. Let's go forwards and back more. Side to side. Rotate. Foot armor's on a hinge, and then you got the flip-flop action. So, it does, like I said, it reuses parts of other GMs, which does hinder some of the articulation. Like you can see how basic the elbows are and the actual torso. So, yeah, it does have some limitations in the articulation just because it is reusing old parts. But I can't really blame them for that. I mean, it's a GM. Like, these GMs are kind of the same, so what's the point of making a new mold? So articulation is alright, but it could be better. Now, the GM has a lot of, well, not a lot of hands. It's got the two holding hands. It's got an open left hand. And then it has two trigger finger right hands. Now, the first one is holding the machine gun, I believe it is. Another crappy sticker to put for the scope. It's basically the same one that most of the other GMs have. It holds it just fine. And then you've got the other trigger finger hand for the, of course, sniper rifle. Now, I figure this is the one for the sniper rifle because the peg here is angled. If you look here, you can see how it's angled, and it actually sticks out a little farther than this one to accommodate the actual length of the sniper rifle, which is, it's nicely detailed. I do like it. And it just easily goes into the hand, or into the stump, I guess. And then you can use this hand to have him hold it. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Now, the cool thing is about this model, if this had been a few years ago, they might not have done this, and they might have had a parts form, but you actually get the visor that goes down over the eyes. Well, that's nice. It's kind of lightened up there because there's a gap. That's cool. So yeah, I like that. Like like a couple years ago, they probably would just have you pull it out and slide it down. But no, it's on a hinge. So very, very nice. And you also have the two beam saber handles, which they're from other GMs. I'll show it in a minute. So they're just pegged securely. These ones are very secure on the back, unlike some other ones I have. And you get the old style beams. And of course, you get a shield. A lot of GMs have this shield. And so it just pegs into a hole on the underside of the arm. Right like that. And that's it for the accessories for the GM Sniper. However, they throw in a little bonus. This little guy. I don't know what it's called. It's in scale, so it's basically a person fits basically perfectly in this, I guess. It's like an exosuit, I guess. It looks like it's mostly for, like, labor. Like with these, pincer arms. It does look a lot like the, whatever that thing is called in Aliens 2, I think it was. The, power loader. Or whatever it's called, I don't know. It does have some articulation. The arms are on a ball joint, so you can get them in and out and rotate them. And that's it. That's really all you can do. You do have extra arms, so you can actually switch them for these pincers, and instead give it these 3-fingered arms. And it actually comes with 2 sets of these blades and 2 of these, and so you can put like these kind here. I just decided to have one here, but there's not enough for all to have all 4 at the same time. But that's fine. It is nicely detailed. You actually, it's one tree that has all these parts on it, and it has like you have to attach the hoses here on the sides and the back. Attach the legs together. They're 2 halves. The body's 2 halves. It's actually, like, for this size, it's actually really good. Definitely needs a lot of paint, but the detail's there. And just so you can see, that's how big it is in proportion to a normal-sized mobile suit. So pretty small. So that's the accessories. It has the appropriate accessories for the GM, and the fact that you get the little guy with it is just, it's a bonus, but it's cool. Alright, so time for comparisons, and I have quite a few GMs in my collection, and I'm going to show a couple here. First off, this is the GM Command. You can see they have definitely a similar look, and then this also has the same kind of beam saber mounting unit. See, this is what I meant by this one being really secure. This one's fallen off, and I can't find it. These ones are nice and solid. And it has similar looking elbows, but the thing is, this is 2 halves, this is 2 halves, and then the elbow is a separate piece, so that's a little different. A little bit of evolution in the mold. And then here is the GM Custom. Yeah, those shields. I mean, see, they're still different, but they're all different slightly, but they're all the same kind of look. This one has the Federation molded into it, the symbol. And how about the GM Type C? And there's that machine gun. The Command has the same thing, so a lot of them have this machine gun here. And finally, the most appropriate comparison, the GM Sniper 1 from the 8th Mobile Suit team. This is the old high grade from the 90s. That doesn't like to stand. But you can see they're kind of in the same family, but, well, aside from this guy being very dusty, he looks a lot bulkier than the one. I want a new version of this one. Now that they've done the 2, I want a newer version of this guy. It's good, but I think it could be more in proportion, like, in terms of the overall aesthetics, the chunkiness of it. So yeah, this is a really nice GM. If you like GMs like I do, it's, well, it's a no-brainer, really. And if you like War in the Pocket, it's also, there's not a huge amount of mobile suits from that series, so I'm trying to get them all. I think I like 2 now. And I'll have all the ones that were in that series in high grade form. So, that's about it, and I'll see you at the next review.